Hello everyone. In this video, we will continue our discussion on operators and we will continue with the comparison or relational operators. So these operators are used to compare values and return a Boolean result. With the use of these operators, we will always get our output in Boolean data type. It may be either true or false. On the first column, you will find that there are specific symbols you need to use comparison operators. First is equal to. Second is not equal to, so you need to use exclamatory mark and then equal to. Remaining four are same as the mathematical operators, so greater than, less than, greater than equal to and less than equal to. So if provided values satisfy the given operator condition, then we will get the output true, else we will get the output false. You may refer the examples provided here to understand the output. We will go to the VS Code to again understand the use of comparison operators. As you can see in the example, we have provided the fixed values, number 1 15, number 2 10. We have printed both the numbers first and second number. Now first operator is the equal to operator. As you can see, we have used the operator num1 equal num2. So here you can see that 15 equal 10 and the answer is no. So here we will get the output false. Second operator is not equal to. So here we have written num1 exclamatory mark equal to num2 and 15 is not equal to 10. So yes, so we will get the output true. Next is the greater than operator. So here num1 is greater than num2. Yes, so we will get the output true. Fourth is num1 less than num2. So the answer is no. So we will get the output false. Now the next one is greater than or equal to. So num1 is greater than or equal to num2. Yes, num1 is greater than num2. So here we will get the output true. And the last one is less than or equal to. So here num1 is less than num2. The answer is no. So we will get the output false. So as you can see, based on the provided values, this operator checks if both the values are same or it may be a greater than, less than or not equal to. So if we want to perform any checks on the numbers, then at that point these comparison operators are useful. To get the output, let us run the program. So in the output, you can see that num1 equal to num2, the answer is false. Num1 not equal to num2, answer is true. Num1 greater than num2, again answer is true. So same way, you can check the answer as we have discussed. Accordingly, we will get the output. So here output depends purely on the provided values and based on that, Python will give the output. Next, we will understand the assignment operator. So for that, again, go back to the slide. These assignment operators are used to assign values to the variables, and there are different methodologies to provide the assignment. The first operator is equal to, so it will directly assign the value. If we have written x equal to 5, so this 5 value will be assigned to x. Other than that, we can also perform arithmetic operations combining with the assignment operators. So on the first column, again, you can see we have provided the operators combining with the arithmetic operators. So first plus equal to, minus equal to, multiply equal to, divide equal to, floor divide and assign, exponent equal to and the modulo equal to. So what is the meaning of this symbol that is provided in the description? So plus equal to refers to that first we will add and then assign the value. So as you can see in the example, we have written x plus equal to 3. So the meaning of that is x equal to x plus 3. Same way, if we have mentioned x minus equal to 2, then the meaning of that is x equal to x minus 2. Same way, you can understand the meaning of remaining operators. So to understand the output of these operators, again, let us go back to the VS Code. In the reference program, you can see that first we have provided the fixed value using the assignment operator equal to, so num equal to 10. So this is the initial value. Now again, we are using the assignment operator and we have provided num equal to 15. So now the new assigned value to num variable is the 15. Next is num plus equal to 5. So plus equal to 5 means first we will add and then assign the value. So the meaning of num plus equal to 5 is num equal to num plus 5. The updated value of the num is 15. So 15 plus equal to 5, we will get the output 20. Next is num minus equal to 3. So now our output will be 20 minus 3. So it is 17. Next is num multiply equal to 2. So our output will be here 17 into 2. That means 34. Next is divide and assign. So num divide equal to 4. That means 34 divided by 4. So we will get our output 8.5. Next is floor divide and assign. So num floor divide equal to 2. That means 8.5 divided by 2. But here we will get our output in the integer value only. So our output will be 4. Next is modulus and assign. So num modulo equal to 3 means 4 modulo 3. So here our remainder will be 1. So our output will be 1. And the last is exponent and assign. So 1 exponent 2, that means 1 raised to 2, and here our output will be 1 raised to 2, that is equal to 1. So again we will get the output 1. So using these assignment operators, you can assign fixed value to the variables also, or you may perform arithmetic operations with the assignment also. To check the output, run the program, and at the bottom you can check the output. The initial value is 10, new assigned value is 15, and accordingly the discussed output you can see on the screen. Here you can observe that the divide and assign will provide the output 8.5, and that is the float value. And then after we have performed any operation on this float value, and all the values we have received in the float data type. So the answers are not 4, 1 and 1, but the answers are in float data type. That means 4.0, 1.0 and 1.0. So while getting the output, again we need to keep in mind that the implicit typecasting works here. Based on that, we are getting our output in the float data type. Now next we will discuss about the identity operator. These identity operators are used to check if two objects have the same memory location. So the first operator is operator. The is operator checks if two variables reference the same object in the memory. That means if we have created the two variables x and y, let us say these two are the objects. So if these two variables are referencing to the same memory location, then we will get the output true, else we will get the output false. The second is not operator, and it checks if two variable reference the different objects or not. If they refer to the different objects, then our output will be true, else our output will be false. So you can see over here again, these identity operators will give us the output in Boolean data type only. That means it will be either true or false. To understand these identity operators, again go back to VS Code. In the program, you can see that we have provided the fixed variable x equal to 10, y equal to 10. So these two variables are referring to the value 10. The next is variable z that represents the list 1, 2, 3. And again, variable w refers to the list 1, 2, 3. So here you can see that we have used the collection type data, that is the list. And so this z and w variable refers to the list. The collection type variable refers to the object, and keep in mind that this collection type data, though values are being same, every time created new in the memory location. So Z and W refers to the different memory location, though they are having the same value. So after fixing these four values, we have printed all these four values. And next now, first we have used the is operator. So you can see that we have used x is y. So Python will check if x and y refers to the same memory location. So here x and y referring to the variable. So yes, these two are referring to the same value only. So here we will get the output true. Next, we have checked if z is w. So z and w are referring to the same values, but these two are being the collection type. So the memory location of both these will be different. So we will get our output to be false. Again, keep in mind that these identity operators are checking the memory location of the variables if they are same or not. Next is not operator. So first we have checked x is not y, but we have already seen x and y are referring to the same value in the same memory location. So in such case we will get our output false. And the next is z is not w. So yes, z is not w, both are referring to the different locations. So here we will get our output true. Now to check the output, again run the program. So in the terminal, you can check that x and y are referring to the same value or the same memory location. So we are getting the output true, whereas z and w are referring to the different memory location. So we are getting the output false. So if anytime in our program, if you want to check that the variables that we have created are referring to the same memory location or not, then we may use these identity operators. Go through all these different data types again and practice them in the separate files so that you may be familiar with the output that you are getting based on the different values. Looking forward to see you all in our further session. Till then, thank you.